بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is Unit 2 Vocabulary Building. So today we'll be learning a lot of vocabulary. But before we do that, please open your workbook, page 92, exercise C. Find the phrasal verb in each sentence. Write V above the verb here. Write V above the verb, P above the particle, and O above the object in each sentence. If there is a preposition, write prep above it. So the first one is already done for you. Todd, would you wake up your sister? It's time for breakfast. So would you wake up? This is the verb and this is the particle, of course. So your sister is the sister here is the object. It's time for breakfast. So I think this is an easy one. Number one, I'm starving. Let's whip up a snack. I'm starving. Let's whip up a snack. So again, V for verb, P for the particle, A for object, O for object, and if there is a preposition, you write PREP or just write PR. So number one here again, let's whip up a snack. So the answer would be whip up a snack. Very good. The verb is whip, the particle is up, and the object here is a snack. Very good. Number two, don't you think we should talk it over? Don't you think we should talk it over? So where's the verb here? Very good. The verb is talk and the particle is over. The particle is, so the verb is talk and the particle is over, and the object, because it's a pronoun, comes in the middle. Very good. Talk it over. Whenever the object is a pronoun, we put it in the middle. Excellent. Number three, I need to catch up on my favorite TV show. I need to catch up on my favorite TV show. So again, I need to catch up on my favorite TV show. So here, can you come up with the verb, the particle, the object, and the preposition if there is one? So let's see the answer here. So there is a preposition. Catch up, this is the verb and the particle. The object is my favorite TV show. And on is the preposition. Excellent. Number four, this calls for a celebration. This calls for a celebration. I think if number four is an easy one here. So this calls for a celebration. So let's see the correct answer here. So calls is the verb, P, the particle, is the for, and celebration is the object. So calls for, verb, and the particle. The object is celebration. Number five, after a big meal, I usually go running to try to burn it off. Again, after a big meal, I usually go running to try to burn it off. So here it's burn it off. So where's the verb? Where's the object? Where's the particle? Notice it is a pronoun. So very good. It's the object, comes in the middle between the verb and the particle. Number six, I gave up eating meat a year ago. I gave up eating meat a year ago. So I think this is also an easy one here. So the verb is gave. The verb here is gave. And the particle is up. And the object is eating meat a year ago. Number seven, my mother needs to come up with a menu for the dinner celebration. My mother needs to come up with, this is the phrasal verb, of course, come up with a menu for the dinner celebration. So Can you tell where's the verb, where's the particle, the object, and if there is a preposition, come up with a menu. So let's see the correct answer here. Come is the verb, up is the particle, come up, with is the preposition, and menu is the object. Very good. Last one here, number 8. Cheese was on sale at the store, so I loaded up on it. Cheese was on sale. There was discount on cheese at the store, so I loaded up on it. So I loaded up on it. So where's the verb here? Where's the particle? Where's the object? And if there is a preposition, so let's see the answer here. Loaded is the verb, up is the particle, on is the preposition, and it is the object. Of course, it's a pronoun. So excellent. Now I'm sure that you understand that lesson, the phrasal verbs. So continuing here with exercise D, page 92. Use the phrasal verbs and objects to complete the conversation. Change the order of the words in each item. So we have a conversation between Muhammad and Jasim. Hey Jasim, have you ever becoming thought a vegetarian about? So the correct order is thought about becoming a vegetarian. Jasim, not really. I think it would be difficult to meet up, give. Meet up, give. So what's the correct order here? Meet up, give. Yes, very good. Give up meat. Muhammad, it's actually not hard at all, and it's a way to down cut foods on that are high in fat and cholesterol. So down cut foods on. The correct order is yes, cut down on foods. Cut down on foods. Jasim, I just feel like I would run off energy out. So run off energy out. Of course, this is incorrect, and the correct order is, this is easy one, of course, run out of energy, or a cold down with come. If I didn't get nutrition from meat, so a cold down with come. So the correct answer here is come down with a cold if I didn't get nutrients from meat. Muhammad, actually, most vegetarians load on up other foods. Load on up other foods. So the correct order here is yes, load up on. Load up on other foods, such as vegetables, fruit, bread, and cheese, and those have nutrients in them too. Jasim, that's true. But what if I turn a health nut into? Turn a health nut into. So this is an easy one. Very good. Turn into a health nut. Muhammad, well, there's nothing wrong with that. And anyway, I know you can up lots of delicious foods. Whip. Again, up lots of delicious foods. Whip. So, yes, whip up lots of delicious foods. Jasim, well, it might be fun, but I have to overthink it. Is it overthink it? Of course not. It's think it over. Continuing on page, going to page 93, exercise E. Rewrite the sentences. Use a pronoun object in place of the noun object. So put the pronoun instead of the noun object. This is an easy one. I think it's time to throw out the leftover chicken. I think it's time to throw it out. So it here is referring to the leftover chicken. So it's just turning the noun object into a pronoun. This is an easy task. Number 1, Bill's tired of pizza. Let's eat something else. Bill's tired of pizza. Let's eat something else. So Bill's tired. Very good. Bill's tired of it. So it here is for the pizza. Number 2, it's difficult to tell apart beef and buffalo meat. It's difficult to tell apart beef and buffalo. We have two things here. Meat. So what do we say here in number 2? Very good. It's difficult to tell them apart. Them, the beef and the buffalo meat. Number 3, she's trying to cut down on sugar. She's trying to cut down on sugar. So the object here is sugar, and we turn it into a pronoun. Yes, she's trying to cut down on it. It's very easy. Continuing, number 4, Tom sent back his potatoes to the kitchen. Tom sent back his potatoes to the kitchen. So how do we make it a pronoun here? Yes, Tom sent them, because there are potatoes here, more than one, back to the kitchen. Number 5, yesterday I came across a peanut butter ice cream. It was delicious. Yesterday I came across peanut butter ice cream. Peanut butter ice cream. This is the object here. It was delicious. So let's see the answer here. Yesterday I came across it. So the correct answer here is it. Number 6, Jake is taking his parents out for dinner tonight. Jake is taking his parents out for dinner tonight. So we say Jake is taking them, his parents, out for dinner tonight. I think this is an easy exercise, changing a noun object into a pronoun. And this is revising what we previously took in the listening part. If you remember, here we said, can you relate any of the words to the picture? Remember the word bean, crumb, nib, pod, chocolate bar, cocoa mass, and paste. These are the names of the chocolate through the process of making a chocolate. If you remember, we had 7 stages for making chocolate. Each stage has the name, different name for a chocolate. We also learned that in 2-word and 3-word verbs, the stress is placed on the second word. For example, we say here, they get down to, on the second word. Get down to comes from, getting rid of. So the second word is always stressed. So these are today's objectives for the vocabulary building. Of course, we'll be matching words with their meanings. We have list of words here: existence, staple, vendor, quandary, indulgence, substitute, and delectable. And we have the definitions, let's say the meanings of these words. But before we answer, as usual, we will find these words in the context in the reading passage we'll be taking next lesson. The word existence, yet all these traits are fairly recent inventions that may never accidents have come into existence if it weren't for lucky, and so on. Staple, they became a regular item on the restaurant's menu, and in time became a staple of the global fast food industry. The word vendor, the vendor next to Menches was a young Syrian immigrant named Ernest Hamawi. Number 4, quandary. Hamawi came up with a solution to Menches' quandary. Continuing here with number 5, indulgence. Some prefer the indulgence of delicious, freshly baked goods like chocolate chip cookies. Substitute here, number 6. Wakefield decided to substitute broken up pieces of chocolate bar she had on hand. Again, Wakefield decided to substitute broken up pieces of chocolate bar she had on hand. And the word delectable, the customer thought the chips were too crumbs. Astonishment, delectable. So let's get back to our exercise here. Number one. So number one, the word existence. I think this is the easiest word here. From the noun exist. So what does it mean, existence? So is it A, delicious, B, something that is used in place of another thing, C, the presence of something in reality, D, something you let yourself have even though it may be bad for you, E, a situation in which someone doesn't know what to do, F, someone who sells something, or is it G, a common or important item? So existence. So the correct answer here is C, the presence of something in reality. The presence of something. When something exists, I exist, you exist, it means that we are here in reality. Again, C, the presence of something in reality. Staple. Number two, staple. Staple goes with the letter G, common or important item. So G, staple, means an important item or maybe a common item. Vendor, vendor. So the word vendor, if you remember the word vending machines, where you put your money and take the soda cans from it, the vending machines. So what is it? What's the relation between it and the vendor? So can you relate here? Vendor goes with the letter F, someone who sells something. So as the vending machines, they sell you the drinks. So the vendor is someone who sells something. Quandary. So the word quandary here, what does it mean? Quandary, it goes with the letter E, a situation in which someone doesn't know what to do. You're in trouble. A situation in which someone doesn't know what to do. If you're in a position or in a situation you don't know what to do, how to act, you say, I'm in a quandary here. Indulgence, number 5, indulgence. To indulge in something, indulgence. Very good. It goes with the letter D. Something you let yourself have even though it may be bad for you. Like we indulge in chocolate. We eat a lot of chocolate even though we know it's bad for us. So indulgence, something you let yourself have even though it may be bad for you. Substitute. Substitute. When you substitute this for that, substitute. What does it mean? Yes, I think this is an easy one. Also, substitute means be something that is used in place of another thing. So when you substitute two things, you put one thing in place of another thing. That's to substitute, to put one thing in place of another thing. Delectable, the last one. Delectable, what does it mean? Delectable, number 7, goes with the letter A, delicious. So when you say something that is delectable, it means delicious. So now we know existence, C, the presence of something, staple, G, an important item, vendor, someone who sells something, quandary with E, a situation where you don't know what to do, indulgence with the letter D, something you let yourself have even though it's bad for you, substitute, to put one thing in place of another thing. Delectable means delicious. Check your answers with your partner. If you don't understand the meaning of a word, look it up in a dictionary. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.